the YouTube on, which is usually a sign that it's time for me to stop doing my chat and move on to the meditation. Good. So yeah, very big welcome everybody to this evening's practice. And of course, we just need it all the more, don't we? Every week that goes past, it seems that we have more and more reason to be calling upon mindfulness, compassion, kindness, presence, the strength and the resilience that comes through mind training and learning how to just take life as it comes, let life arrive as it comes, and then be able to meet that with strength and love rather than catastrophizing and anxiety and all these other things. And of course, we may well have moments of catastrophizing and fear and anxiety and loneliness and sorrow and all these other totally understandable responses to what's going on in the world around us. But then we meet that with kindness. So we meet whatever arises with kindness, we sort of witness it with presence, and then we choose to just come back to present moment embodied awareness as our anchor, as our place of stability. For those of you that don't live in the UK, you know, it's all got a little bit more intense here with this new strain of the virus that, as far as I can tell, is something to be seriously concerned about. And it now also means, irony of all ironies, that lots of places are putting up a quarantine just as we're about to have Brexit, which is where we have chosen to, we've chosen to leave the EU, and then the EU is choosing to leave us just a few days beforehand. So it's all very, very peculiar times. There's currently something like 3,000 lorries parked on a road trying to get out of a port that's closed, and it's just awful. So we can, maybe in this evening's meditation, I'll bring in some of the people that we can send our thoughts to. And I think these poor lorry drivers that are just stuck in their cabs, probably not going to get home for Christmas. It's cold, it's wet. I think they are finally getting some portaloos at the roadside. It's just, who would want to be them? And of course, and here in the UK as well, the government changed the Christmas guidelines very, very late in the day. So people have made all their plans to see their families, and then that's all just been stopped pretty much. So we're all just, this year has just shown us so deeply how uncertain life is, and how really the only true refuge perhaps is our own mind. The only true refuge is our own resilience, and learning more and more deeply how to respond to events rather than to react to events. And if we can have this flow of more creative mental and emotional responses, then life is a lot easier. And then of course we've got room in our hearts for other people. Whereas if we're just braced against life, you know, sort of braced against what's happening, there's no room for love in our own hearts or love for other people. So I thought this evening we would do a calming practice, a settling practice, a practice of presence, to just give us that anchor in the body, in the moment, in our breath. And then towards the end, I'll open out where we can intentionally bring to mind one another, and bring to mind all the people in the world who are meeting these times with whatever resources they've got. And for some people, the resources will be strong, and for some people, the resources will be minimal. And we can really have that sense of empathy for the human condition. Okay, so that's what we'll do. So just looking at the chat box here as well. I read these out because we have some people in the session who are visually impaired, and I really want them to be able to participate fully. So Ideen said, here in the Republic of Ireland, the numbers are going up and the government has returned us to the strictest level. Devora from Boston, hi from Boston. Larissa from Denver. And then Kim, hi, I'm just down the road from Manston. So many lorries, poor drivers. Manston is an old airfield that basically they've just turned into a lorry park. So these thousands, or I think it is thousands of lorries now, they're just all parked. It's an extraordinary sight on the news. You can't believe it. So yeah, those poor drivers, let's think of them. And Maria Jose, good evening from Spain. Okay, so I was looking for a poem beforehand because it's always nice to have a poem. And I looked in the poetry group on the Breathworks community of practice, and Ian Gibson had posted this one just over a month ago, which feels really, really relevant. And it's a short poem of hope in winter by Edward Thomas. It's called Thaw, S-H-A-W, sorry, T-H-A-W, like snow, thawing. And it goes like this. Over the land freckled with snow half thawed, the speculating rooks at their nests cawed, and saw from elm tops, delicate as flowers of grass, what we below could not see, winter pass. Really beautiful. So this is about perspective, and it's about seeing that this too will pass. Yesterday we had the winter solstice on this side of the world. So now we know that the light is coming back into our world quite literally. So we can completely trust that winter will pass and the summer will come. There's not many things we can trust, but I think we can trust the seasons. So this beautiful poem. Over the land freckled with snow half thawed, the speculating rooks at their nests cawed, and saw from elm tops, delicate as flowers of grass, what we below could not see, winter pass. So that's very beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so if we prepare ourselves for the meditation, as always, you can do it sitting, you can do it lying, you can do it standing, you can do it walking. Just asking yourself, what is it that I need this evening? If you need to lie down and possibly have a little sleep, that's completely fine. If you're a bit agitated, sometimes walking can be nice, slow walking, just to let the energy drain out of the body as you walk, the agitated energy. Or you can sit quietly with the body upright and the mind still. So giving the weight of the body up to the surface once you've chosen your position. Take a deeper breath in, and on the out breath, releasing and letting go. And then let the in-breath flow in again in its own time. Do this a few times if you want to, perhaps breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. And then letting your breathing find its own natural rhythm. Continuing the sense of release with each out breath. Yielding into the support beneath the body, whether it's a chair, a bed, the floor. And whether you're sitting, lying, standing, or walking. Allow the planet to support you. We don't have to hold on and grip. We can let the planet support us and hold us and be our friend. Letting the face be soft, letting the eyes be lightly closed if that's comfortable, or else lowering the gaze. Letting the forehead be soft, cheeks soft, eyes soft, lips soft, the tongue soft in the mouth, jaw soft. Letting the wind of the breath flow freely through the back of the mouth on the way in and out of the body. Allowing the shoulders to fall away from the midline of the body. Having the hands resting in the lap if we're sitting, the sides of the body or on the body if we're lying down, hanging loosely at the side of the body if we're standing or walking. And allowing our awareness to drop into the whole torso. Feeling breathing in the whole torso and the belly and the chest and the whole back of the body. Opening phase on the in-breath, subsiding, releasing phase on the out-breath. Seeing if you can let your breathing be natural. Letting the body be breathed by the natural breath. And if at any point your breathing feels agitated or unpleasant, you could just drop your awareness into your hands and your feet for a few moments to stabilize, ground, settle. Coming back to breathing when you feel ready. Allowing the volume of the whole torso to expand in all directions on the in-breath and subside in all directions on the out-breath. Whole torso rocked and cradled and massaged by breathing. Coming down to the hips and the pelvis, checking that we're allowing the body to rest on the chair if we're sitting, feeling the contact with the buttocks, letting the buttocks yield into the chair. If you're lying down, allowing the weight to drop down through the buttocks. If you're standing, seeing if you can let the buttocks be soft. Coming into the hips. And allowing the legs to fall away from the hips. Allowing our awareness to pour down into the legs, the upper legs, the thighs, the knees, feeling the shape of the knees, inhabiting the knees with awareness. the lower legs, the ankles and the feet. So we're grounding our awareness very deeply in the body, in the moment, in the flow of experience. And let's broaden our awareness to be aware of the whole body, sitting here, lying here, standing, walking. And resting our awareness inside breathing, inside the whole body. If you're feeling agitated, then resting awareness on breathing lower in the body. If you're feeling dull and sleepy, then maybe resting your awareness and breathing a little bit higher in the body. Having a few minutes silence now, just to really absorb yourself in this practice. Every time your mind wanders, waking up to the wandering and choosing to invite your awareness back inside breathing, inside the body, as an anchor for the mind again and again. As we rest here, letting the mind settle inside breathing, inside the body in each moment, feeling into the fluid and changing nature of everything, and seeing if we can rest with that flow of change rather than resisting it or contracting against it. Breathing, flowing in and out of the body, gentle and rhythmic. sensations in the body coming into being and passing away. Even an experience we label as pain, as if it's a thing, when we move towards it, rest inside it, we can see how there's no such thing as pain as a thing. There's a flow of sensations that are never exactly the same one moment to the next. Flowing through the moments, they're unpleasant, but they're not static. See if we can let them arise and pass without automatically contracting against them, solidifying around them. Let them calm, let them go. Maybe there's pleasant sensations in the body. Likewise, enjoy these and let them go. Enjoy them and let them go without clinging onto them, solidifying around them. So we're releasing a tendency to solidify experience with our awareness, to contract against it, grasp onto it, and we're resting back inside flow, moment by moment. Likewise, our thoughts and emotions. They're not things, they're a flow of experience. Letting them come and letting them go. Thoughts like clouds passing across the sky. Emotions like weather passing by. Feeling into the confidence and the strength and the courage that can arise when we meet our experience in this way, moment by moment, without contraction, without grasping. Letting go of worries about the future, regrets about the past, and being here now with presence, with courage. Now let's expand our awareness. We're staying centered and grounded, but let's expand our awareness to include others. Everybody here on this call, 68 of us from many different countries, all engaged in the same basic human experience of breathing, finding suffering difficult, longing for peace and happiness. All with the same potential to rest within the flow of life as it arises, as it passes, with strength and courage. We can wish one another well in whatever way works for you. Just opening your awareness, your heart to include all these other people. Now, staying centered and grounded, let's open our awareness still further. Think of the lorry drivers stuck in their lorries for days with the ports closed. They're just like us, breathing, disliking suffering, longing for happiness, satisfaction, love in their lives. Wishing them well. And all the other people all around the world having to rise to the challenges of the times in one way or another. Let's just sit in solidarity with all these other people, millions of them, billions maybe, just like us, being impacted in one way or another by these times, this pandemic, and wishing them well. Now bringing the weight of the body to the foreground of awareness, feeling into the points of contact, feeling the stability, the presence. Allowing the focus on all these other people to fade, but keeping them in our awareness, in the background of our awareness, with well-wishing, with empathy, with solidarity. Let's spend a few moments just resting back in the body again, resting in stability, in presence, in the here and now. Building our resources, building our strength, building our resilience. And beginning to very gently bring the meditation to a close. Perhaps bringing a little bit of movement into the body. Keeping the breathing soft as we move. Opening the eyes when you're ready. Stretching if you want to. Easing the body into movement. And feeling it from the inside, resting inside the body. And perhaps we can form an intention to take this quality of awareness with us into our evening, into our day. Presence, flow, letting go of the reactive mind, and also empathy with others. This common human experience, which is very beautiful, very, very beautiful. Good. So thank you very much, everybody. I'll just change the view so I can see you all. Here you all are, those lovely faces. And we're going to be here next week, Ollie and I, because we feel this is a very important time of year to keep this alive. even if it was a completely normal Christmas, we would do it, because Christmas can be a hard time for people in the best of times. But of course, these are not the best of times. So we'll be here next week. And also, I'm leading a meditation tomorrow on Insight Timer, which I keep forgetting to tell anybody about. 7 o'clock. So if you go to the Insight Timer website, and they've got Insight Timer Live, I'll also post the link on the Breathworks Community of Practice site. Let me just check that it is 7 o'clock. I nearly forgot myself, actually. Yes, 7 o'clock, 23rd of December. Because I just want to do what I can just to help us all through these very strange times. Good. Okay, so I'll just read out some of these messages for people here who are visually impaired. So lots of thank yous, that's nice. Very helpful, especially at the present. Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel so calm now. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for this evening, as always. And then thank you, wishing everyone a peaceful and inspired winter holiday. Gratitude and peace. Have a lovely Christmas, everyone. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Vidyamala, and thank you, Ollie. Yes, always thank you, Ollie, for this precious and calming time tonight. And thank you, Vidyamala and Ollie. Really appreciate you keeping going through the festivities. Love to all. My sanctuary, that's nice. Thank you, feeling much calmer, and thank you for being there next week. Sending lots of good wishes to the lorry drivers and everyone here. Thank you so much, and look forward to next week. Wishing everyone a peaceful Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you all. Lovely poem. Yes, it's a beautiful poem. Thank you for so much for helping us to build resilience. Stay safe and well, everyone. Thank you again to everyone, and best wishes to all for Christmas. Good. Okay, so might see some of you tomorrow night, and otherwise see you next week at the same time, same place, same people. Oh, Ollie, you are a star. He's just put the Insight Timer link. My goodness, where would we be without Ollie? I'm so hopeless at these things. I don't even tell people about it until the day before. Anyway, be a few of us there, hopefully. So, yeah, see some of you there. And I'm going to go now. And I wish you all the very, very best, and stay well and stay safe and stay present and stay kind. Oh, well, look, we got it in Italian. Buon Natale. Is that good? Buon Natale. Italian Merry Christmas. Okay, bye, everybody. Oh, you could. I always forget this other thing as well. If you want to unmute yourselves and say goodbye, that's always nice. I'm so hopeless. I forget everything.
Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a very happy holiday.
Bye,
Thank you, Vidyamala. Thank you.
Enjoy your Christmas.
Have a lovely Christmas.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vidyamala. Thank you.
Muchas gracias. Vidyamala. Thank you, Ollie. Have a great Christmas.
Thank you, Ollie.
Bye.
Buon Natale.
Buon Natale. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ollie. Of course, as always, happy Christmas to Ollie.
Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Vidyamala.
Okay, I'm going to go now. Bye.